If you're looking for the best, inexpensive yoga mat, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have the Lululemon Yoga Mat. The best yoga mat right now is the Lululemon Yoga Mat. Made from natural rubber with a unique eco-friendly polyurethane topper, it delivers outstanding grip straight out of the box. Even when tackling the sweatiest hot yoga class, there are a series of markings on the top that are incredibly helpful in keeping you correctly aligned in your poses. They look a little abstract to begin with, but as you start your practice, you will quickly see when and where different body parts are meant to line up. These are marked out with a textured finish, so they won't rub off like printed markings. Compared to standard yoga mats, you're getting a bit of extra width and length to give you plenty of room to move through your poses. I think the thickness is ideal, enough to keep bony bits comfortably off the hand ground, but not so much as to send you wobbling around in balanced poses. So what are the downsides? Well, it's at the top end of the market in terms of price. Like many rubber mats, it marks a bit with your sweat, and also because it's rubber, it's on the heavy side. A sturdy, zip-up carrier comes bundled in, which makes toting it around easier and helps to justify that fairly hefty price tag a little more. But if you're going to be traveling around with your mat a lot, you might be better going for lighter PVC. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Yagamat Yoga Mat. If you're on a tight budget, Yagamat's yoga mats represent incredible value for money. The surface has a light, tacky feel that provides plenty of grip. This non-slip surface lasts incredibly well even over years of use. Although it is made from PVC, it's free from latex and phthalates, making it less harmful to the environment than some other PVC mats, as sustainability is very important to you. Take a look at the Yagamat's Eco-Rise further down the list. PVC mats have the benefit of being non-porous, which makes them much easier to wash. The spongy texture means they are lightweight, and they are also typically cheaper than other materials. There's a wide range of designs, sizes, and thicknesses to choose from, so you can pick the one that suits you, and the lifetime guarantee sets your mind at ease. The number 3 position is held by Yogi Bear Paws Yoga Mat. If you want the eco-friendly natural rubber of a top-end yoga mat that offers superb grip in the wet or dry, but can't stretch to the cost of a Lululemon, the next best thing is this Yogi Bear Paws Yoga Mat. Some of the Yogi Bear gang have managed to offer much the same material as Lululemon but at a far cheaper price. There are a few compromises. It's slightly smaller in size and thinner too, and the line markings aren't as useful, but there are still a few that help with the basic moves. The grip is still there, though, and there's enough support from the thickness. Our reviewer found this mat could bunch a bit at times, meaning you need to smooth it out again between moves, but only a little. We're nitpicking. For the price, this is one of the best yoga mats out there for grip. Next at number 4, we have Yagamat Rise Yoga Mat. Normally, you'd expect to pay a bit of a premium for an ethically produced eco-friendly product. Not so with the Yagamat's Eco-Rise Yoga Mat. It's made from sustainably harvested tree rubber, with no dyes, and is fully biodegradable at the end of its life, and still comes in at an incredibly competitive price. All that eco-friendliness isn't at the expense of performance either. The sturdy, compact structure offers more padding than you'd expect from the 3mm thickness, and the slightly textured cotton blend mesh surface delivers incredible grip from the off. Do be aware though that, as with all rubber mats, the top surface will gradually wear away over time. It's basically like a giant eraser. Our tester also found there was a slightly odd smell that lingers a bit. Don't let that put you off though, because this sustainably made yoga mat has plenty to offer. The number 5 position is held by With Every Atom Cork Yoga Mat. Being surprisingly grippy, naturally sourced, and biodegradable, cork is an excellent choice of yoga mat material. One of the best yoga mat made from cork we've found comes from With Every Atom. This brand is focused around ethical practice, and all of its mats are vegan and made from sustainably sourced, natural, and recycled materials. Design-wise, With Every Atom goes a little funkier than your standard yoga brand too, throwing cool leopard and tiger print options into the mix alongside bright natural rubber designs, although I personally would prefer if the logo was a little subtler and smaller. Its cork yoga mat features a non-slip, cushioning natural rubber base with a sustainably sourced premium cork topper. Both are biodegradable. The cork is naturally grippy and absorbs moisture without becoming slippy. I found it worked remarkably well, maintaining its grip even in a sweaty class. The only slight downside here is that I found it marked easily with sweat. The number 6 position is dominated by Echotex EKO Sticky Yoga Mat. If you're on a very tight budget, the best yoga mat for you might be the Echotex Eco Sticky Mat. It's lightweight, provides good grip right from the start, and the generous 5mm depth is plenty of padding to keep your joints happy as you practice. It's made with polymer environmental resin PER, which makes it more eco-friendly than your average PVC yoga mat. And the packaging is zero plastic too. The price is very low, and that means you sacrifice some longevity. And if you need a mat that'll withstand very heavy use, you better off spending a bit more and going for a rubber mat with a polyurethane or eco-alternative top surface. That said, our reviewer was impressed with how much use they got out of it before it started to show signs of wear and tear. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Form Prolight. Form is an independent company that makes a range of eye-catching yoga mats. The standout here is the prints. The Pro range all have a soft touch fabric top layer that's printed with an eye-catching pattern. New designs are added pretty regularly, as well as a grid pattern designed to help with alignment. The top layer has sweat-activated grip, which means it needs to be slightly damp to work. In my tests, I found it quite slippery when dry, but as soon as my hands and feet started to become clammy, they stuck like Spider-Man. I'd recommend this type of mat for sweaty people, intense classes, and hot yoga. But it might not be the best bet if you're doing something gentle where you're unlikely to get your sweat on. A potential downside of having this fabric top layer is that it'll soak up your sweat and start to smell quicker than wiped down mats will. To head this off, Form says it's machine washable, although that is dependent on it actually fitting into your machine. I'm not sure I'd want to be putting it through the wash regularly either way, to be honest. Another option is to go for one of the Onyx range, which has a rubbery top layer, although you'll have to sacrifice the cool patterns. The alignment grid looks nice and abstract but works well in terms of the angles you need to know. I think they'd work better for shorter people. I'm 5'8", and I found the grids slightly too close together to suit me. It's also not quite as thick as most of the rubber mats in this range. 3 rather than Form, which is noticeable in some poses. If you want something a bit different, most of Form's designs are also available in round and thinner travel versions. Finally, this company has some strong sustainability credentials. The brand is certified climate neutral, and all of its mats are carbon negative, made from recycled natural rubber, and for the pattern mats, a top layer made from recycled plastic bottles with water-based dyes. They also arrive in fully recyclable and biodegradable packaging. The number 8 position is held by Lululemon Reversible Mat. If you're looking for a yoga mat for travel, the Lululemon Reversible mat is a great versatile, lightweight option. First up, you're getting 2 textures for the price of one. The smooth side will see you through even the sweatiest hot yoga class without a slip, while the textured side will work for calmer practices, although the grip is a little disappointing here, so you'll want to flip it over for anything adventurous. This mat is also nice and lightweight for rubber. Admittedly, this is partly because it's just 3mm thick, but that'll still provide a nice cushion layer, and you can go for the 5mm version if you want more padding. Sustainability-wise, Lululemon gets half marks, mixing eco-friendly rubber with a polyurethane top layer that's not so good for the planet. The only other slight downside is that our tester found that this mat became marked with sweat fairly quickly. Overall though, it's still a great all-rounder, and especially handy for those who want a mat to tote around. Next at number 9, we have Manjuka Prolight Yoga Mat. While Manjuka does use PVC materials, latex-free though its process is Echotex certified, meaning it's friendlier to the environment and comes with a lifetime guarantee. The 4.7 of thickness this offers is supported by dimpled cushioning, making it super comfortable while also stopping sweat absorption to keep it cleaner for longer. The grip could be better initially, but after a bit of use this improves. An initial processes of leaving this covered in sea salt for 24 hours is required for early use grip. A bit of a faff, but worth it. The weight and size is portable without compromising on comfort, making it ideal for taking the classes with hard floors. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Jade Harmony Profession Al Yoga Mat. Jade Yoga prides itself on creating eco-friendly yoga mats while also dishing out some very eye-catching colors that don't scrimp on surface grip. The result is a real all-rounder which manages to offer enough grip and thickness to support a beginner or a pro yogi and everyone in between too. 3 size options are available, making this adaptable to suit taller and shorter yogis alike. The price is really impressive for what you get, and the portability makes this one of the best yoga mats for toting back and forth to classes. That's all for today. We upload fitness product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.